silver ball rolling. Yeah, we launching it fast, taking a trip to the ghost of the past. But the screen's looking crisp, yeah, we leveled up the show with that Act Games 4KP. Watch the plunger go. We got the habits buzzing, feeling every bump and shake. Pure nostalgia vibes, yeah, make no mistake. Half a dozen on the mic, ready to ignite that Cosmetic BPR during a retro to the light. Say it loud, it's your retro. From the cabinet up to the 4K glow. Pinball wizards and collecting gold. Stories from the past that need to be told. Say it loud, it's your retro. From the cabinet up to the 4K glow. Pinball wizards and collecting gold. Stories from the past that need to be told. Say it loud. It's yo. Say it loud. It's yo. Retro. Got the C ain't just flippers, nah, we digging deeper too. Hunting down the memories for me and for you. Action figures on the shelf, still mint in the box. Searching for the treasure while the ticking clock talks. From the dusty cartridges to the movies we love. We grabbing all the pop culture from the skies above. If it's retro, if it's rad, if it brings back the joy. We talking about the tech in every single vintage toy. Connect the OTG. We plugged in. Check the leaderboards. We locked in. Is it stock? Is it modded? Is it running on Steam? We're building up the ultimate arcade dream. Chaotic BBR, half a dozen. Left flipper, right flipper, shoot for the ram. Yo, retro is the heavyweight champ.
Nah, we just getting started, yo. Yo, Retro, subscribe, K. Extra Ball!
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to a very special episode of Yo Retro. I am one of your co-hosts, Chaotic BPR. Half a dozen is not going to be joining us tonight, but I do have a very special guest that I will introduce in just a second. Don't mind the facial hair. On that gaming show on Tuesday with Rascal, we decided to celebrate Mario Day and decided to do the whole Mario Luigi facial thing, and I hate it, but guess what? Facial hair grows back, so just give it just a moment just to come on back. A couple things I want to take care of real quick. God bless y'all so much. Nerd Lounge Master 84 has gifted 10 memberships. God bless you, Nerd Lounge Master 84. Todd, love you, bro. Love you on the AA every Wednesday, man. Also, the greatest moderator in home arcade history, Jason Little Alien, also gifted 10 memberships as well. So God bless you as well, my man. And then my boy, Stock Jock. Let's all watch a really good show on Thursday nights. That's right. It is must-watch Thursdays, starting with Yo Retro at 8 o'clock. James Hates Everything at 9 o'clock. And, you know, that's just the best of Thursdays. But without further ado, let me go ahead and introduce my co-host for tonight, special guest. He is a great community member when it comes to virtual pinball. He's been watching Yo Retro, I would say probably from the beginning, for sure. And he's been in the home arcade scene for a while. My buddy, Fathawg, man. How you doing, buddy?
What's up, fellas? What's up? How you doing, BPR?
Good, man. Good. I'm glad you're here. And, you know, I really wanted to pick your brain. And the reason why I wanted to invite you is not only because you're a Wonderland Pinball owner, and we can dive into your feelings on the mechanics of it and everything, and how well it plays, how easy the build was, and all that good stuff. But I know you know your pinball stuff pretty well, and we'll get into that in a minute when I show off some of the stuff that you got. But I know, like, you've been you bought a 4KP. I remember you were kind of critical about it, about point of views that Zen was doing and that Games was doing on the 4KP on some things, on some games, and then some of them they did really well. A lot of them they did terrible. And I know you got sick of your 4KP. Did you end up selling it?
I did. I did. I sold it to a guy here locally. He's enjoying it, and I'm happy for him. It's the only pinball he's got, so good for him. It's in his collection and getting him going in virtual pinball.
Yeah, and you're more interested in the VPX, OTG type
Oh
stuff,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yep.
And yeah, I'll show off some of your stuff that you got because you got some really cool modded stuff. And that's one of the reasons. Another reason why I wanted to invite you on is because I wanted to give other people in the audience a chance to see what capabilities you can do if you put your mind to it. The modding capabilities that you can do with all kinds of the home arcade products that we have.
Oh yeah, modern, make it what you want. That's the best thing about it. This
Make it
stuff's
yours, right?
yeah, make it. It's a little bit. It's inexpensive for the most part to get into it.
Yeah,
Put a little bit here and there, go for it, make it yours, and you'll beat the dickens out of some of that stuff that they're charging 6-7 grand for. So
absolutely. All right. So before we get the show started, guys, I want to go ahead and give a shout out to everybody that's shown up in the chat. I see I got 24 people already watching. That's pretty good, man. Love it. I see Connell's in the chat. We got JJ. Fathawg is here. James hates everything. Anthony Manco. Nice to see you. Nerd Lounge Master 84. Amiga Cami. Good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. Greaser is here. Let's see. We got Burnt Orange Arcade. Jason Little Alien, the best home arcade moderator there is in town ever. My good buddy MSU Rich. We got Jim Nemo. Mystery Encoder, always a good friend of mine. Yep, this thing has started, my man. Stock Jock is here. Duskcade is here. Pinball Wizard 2023. Good to see you, my man. Bill's Retro Gaming Show is also here. And let's see, am I missing anybody else? Yeah, we got 300-pound black guy. Nice to see you, man. Glad you're here, buddy. Sand Spirits, my good man. And I think I caught up to everybody. Pixelated Traveler. And that is everybody. So let's go ahead and get the show started. So Fathawg, tell me, is it okay that I call you that, or you want me to call you by your real name?
It doesn't matter, man. You can call me Harley, call me Fathawg. Just
all right.
Just don't call me late for
basically
dinner.
Where you got your name from, right? Or your Fathawg from is from Harley,
Yeah.
right? Got it.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll probably just switch between the two of them anyway.
Yeah.
But go ahead and tell me a little bit more about yourself, and so that some of the other community members can learn more about you.
Man, I'm just a guy who likes home arcade, likes to make stuff mine, enjoy it, like to help folks. That's my biggest drive with all of this. You guys see me a lot on the Facebook pages and interjecting my opinion into various chats across the community. And really my biggest drive is just to help people do stuff on their own, because there's a lot of companies out there that will make this stuff and do it for you, but there's no fun in that. I just bought a big V pin, 49-inch V pin, and really I just bought it for the cabinet, the monitors, and all the hardware, because that stuff is it's kind of hard to package up together. But I threw the PC in there. I'm building it. I'm doing all the back end. But this is the third one that I've done. Obviously, you're showing some of the pictures of some of the stuff I got out here. I've done some ALPs, gutted them, thrown PCs in them, and my PBR one, that's probably my favorite.
Oh, yeah,
but
let's show them off.
There you go. That's probably my favorite. I'm a PBR guy. I like to have my beers and have a good time, and that just fits in with my motif. And then my other ALP that I have, that I kept an ALP, I just skinned it. There you go. The Firefighter, at games, I think, knocked it out of the park with that table. And I just wanted to have something that kind of showed that off. So throw that in the arcade. Obviously, you're showing up. I got the very first pinball V pin that I had is a arcade 1-up, Attack from Mars.
Oops.
And that thing's Yeah, I think it's probably in with all three.
There it is.
Uh,
Right there.
there it is. Yeah. So that one, it's covered up for a reason because it's the oldest one. So, so that thing's been modded, I think, 6 times now. Various parts have gone into the PAPs because I kind of went overboard with what the arcade one up could handle. So ended up buying an ALP and going a little bigger with that because I could throw a full 32-inch in there, 1440 monitor, and not have to decase it and all that stuff. So I'm familiar with a lot of these products. Of my very first arcade one up I ever bought was that Attack from Mars. I bought that and a Mortal Kombat, Gen 1, probably 2 years ago. And that Mortal Kombat ended up becoming a Mario Brothers cabinet. End up selling that. I've got, partycades are actually my thing now. So I don't have a ton of cabinets actually left. I've got a Blitz, got a Class of 81, and I've got a Pong Poke table. But other than that, all the other arcade one-ups are gone except for my partycades, and I've got all of those. I've got every single one of them except for the Defender cab. So
Yeah.
anybody out there wants to throw a brother a bone and help me out with the Defender cab, I'll reimburse you.
There you go, guys. So yeah, this is one of the reasons why I also wanted to talk to you, because I want to pick your brain, man. Like Firefighter Wildlands, like where'd you get this custom skin done?
Jay Grendeloff on Facebook, you'll see him on there. He's good dude, man. He's actually done most of the skins. He did my skin for the PAPs. He did my skin for Firefighter Wildlands. He's done a couple of skins for me for some partycades that I don't have pictures of, or I'd shoot them to you and show them off. But I've done a few. I'm on the verge of actually just making a Defender partycade and saying the heck with it because I can't find one. But I've got a 5 or 6 Pac-Man ones that I can pick up on Marketplace for little to nothing, just sitting there waiting to get a skin on them. So Arcade One Up seems to be done with them. So I'll just make what I want.
Do you still have it? Do you have? Sorry, is this back box face still wood?
Yeah, it is. Actually, because shortly after I got this, I had the 49-inch showed up, and then shortly after that, Alice showed up. So I haven't got back to.
You've been a busy boy.
Oh yeah. Well, and as soon as my GI Joe gets here, I'll have another surprise for everybody. I haven't spilled the beans on which cab I did, but it's the only one that was ordered. So when I ordered it, Joel has to make a control panel just for me because nobody else ordered what I did. So
nice. Yeah, At Games really missed out on an opportunity with.
Oh yeah,
this is dope, man. This guy on Facebook did a great job. Does he do more custom work for like random people or just?
Oh yeah. No, he's got a business. I actually can't remember his business name. I just hit up Jay Grandeloff. He posts stuff up on the Arcade One Up pages every once in a while, showing some of the work he's done. See if I can. Next time I got a chance, or I'll look see if I can find his business name. I think it's Game On Graphics, but I could be mistaken.
Is it Game On Graphics? Okay,
it might be.
Okay, yeah. We'll share this in like a Facebook post later on after the show. If you can ever find it, we'll share it on the Facebook as well.
Okay, yeah.
God, dude, this is amazing. So
yeah, then I took some of that art and I cut it out, and that's actually my wallpaper on my ALP too. So when you fire it up, it's got Firefighter Wildlands in the background. It's all themed out as you can get. You can't really customize those ALPs much, but it's as much as you can for what it is, and I enjoy it. I enjoy the At Games tables. They've done a pretty good job with the last bit and the Gottlieb updates coming. And I'm looking forward to what they got. Unfortunately, them and Zen just can't seem to get their poop in a group and get moving in the right direction. But it is what it is. It's part of the reason I sold the 4KP.
Right. And that's one of the whole reasons I bought the 4KP is because of that
Yeah.
partnership. So that still hangs in limbo, and we'll actually discuss that a little bit later on the show too. So speaking of Fire Wildlands, yesterday they dropped an update for it.
Yep. It's awesome.
Fixing the right kickback, multi-ball improvements, and it just gets the flow of the game keep going and not have so many like just slowdowns, like the game just it's a fast game. Um I played it earlier today and I was like, well, yeah, now I remember why I love this table so much.
Yep.
And they
Yep.
only improved it. There's nothing that's really screwed up about it at all.
I agree 100%. Yeah, that right kickback was probably the biggest annoyance of that whole table. Or if they fix nothing else but that, the game is damn near perfect in my opinion.
So like the only issue I still have with the table is that left kickback. Like, is it just when you hit the slingshots, it turns on and off? Is that what happens?
Yeah, that thing's a little unpredictable. You got to know when
Okay,
to.
so that is a game mechanic. It's not a bug or anything. I'm
No,
guessing.
I think it's a game. I think it's a game mechanic. It's
Oh,
been there
God.
it's been there from the beginning. So
All right then. It always happens to me where I hit the slingshot and it turns off and it drains that on that left side. It's all the
Yeah.
time for me. But other than that, dude, it's just one of the very best pinball games you can get on the 4KP, HDP, HD, and the micro, hands down.
Yep.
Like best value period. It's totally worth the $8 or less.
Yeah, and what the police one that's coming up here?
I'm excited
next
about it.
week. Is that next week?
We got Supersonic EM Plus next week,
Okay.
and then 2 weeks after that, then we got the police one.
Yeah, and Supersonic EM. That's actually EM Plus. That's a good table too. So if y'all aren't OTG in it, it's fun. So
Absolutely. All right. So speaking of Zen, let's get into their important update that they done today. Basically, they are stopping support for and adding new tables to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. And then starting June 1st, season support will also end for those platforms. That also includes, and I know some people on Discord are like, no, they're just renaming the mobile app. No, it says right here, unfortunately, this decision also extends to Zen Pinball World. It was an exciting project that allowed us to bring our tables to new players. However, in order to bring that genre to the next level, we had to focus our resources elsewhere. So there goes another mobile app that they introduced. It's freaking awesome, and it's done.
Yeah,
and I love Zen Pinball World. Like I bought a lot of those tables on there just so I didn't have to deal with the ads. Because
at least it's not going away.
Yeah, at least it's not going away, but the ads just kill me because it's always the interactive ads. It's never just play a video, hit X, and then start playing. No, it's one of those interactive games where you have to play in order for the X to show up.
Yep.
So I was like, I'm buying a table.
Yep. And if you haven't done so, get World Cup because she's leaving.
Yep, and there it is too. Due to licensing reasons, World Cup Soccer is going to be removed from all stores on April 30th. So order it while you can. Now, this is the only time that At Games is mentioned during this whole news section, and that's just saying that the table is going to be affected on all platforms, including At Games Legends 4KP. Williams World Cup Soccer is going to be no more. And then Pinball Elm is getting a name change. It's going to be Pinball FX Midnight. I actually like that kind of better than Pinball Elm. Pinball Midnight, or I would have said after dark would have been cool too, but maybe that would have been sexual. Yeah. Oh my God. Zen Pinball World is going to be changed to Pinball FX Go. Don't like that. Keep it Zen Pinball World. I liked it better. VR Classic FX FX2 or FX3 Classic, and then regular Classic is also being changed.
I don't hate any of the names really.
Okay. I just don't like the mobile game name. I just don't like the mobile game name. I mean, yeah, it is on the go, so it makes sense. But I don't know. I just like Zen Pinball World is cool. All right, so all the DLCs are going to be hidden on PlayStation and Nintendo, but on Xbox, Microsoft does not allow that. So what they're going to do is completely just delete the DLC, period. Like, you're not going to be able to find it. So if you don't have it already downloaded or any of those tables downloaded, you're not going to be able to re-download them because they're deleting them from the store completely. And then here's At Games News basically saying, hey, this is leaving the store. Go ahead and get it now while you can before April 30th. And this is what I was talking about. Xbox, Microsoft Store, they can't hide the DLC. It has to be completely removed. So if you ever want to re-download anything that you purchased on Xbox when it comes to Pinball FX products, go ahead and get them downloaded now, or they're going to be completely gone. Oops. So another thing came up where people were like, okay, so this can't be good for At Games if they're going to stop support on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, right?
Yeah.
Not necessarily. I think no news is good news at this point because they did not mention saying, we're going to quit doing support. Right?
Yeah.
So
I hope you're right for y'all's sake, but
yeah,
I got a bad feeling. Like, I got a feeling that getting stuff to port is probably the biggest problem, and they've been having some issues. That's why they're dumping PS4 and Xbox One, because actually Xbox One should be easy to port. It's basically a PC, but seems like they're cutting off the smaller market pinball stuff. And hate to say it, but the At Games 4KP owners are a pretty small market.
Yeah. But here's my theory. And that theory is maybe, and I'm being very, very positive thinker when it comes to this. But if you got income, if you got money coming in from a third party or from a partner, and y'all may have renegotiated a new contract, because y'all have had this contract for 2 years. You may have renegotiated a new contract, and they're throwing you money. Well, instead of dwindling your resources, your workforce is being spread out on all these different platforms, right? And you're kind of not paying attention to certain platforms. Like, in my opinion, At Games has its own different platform because everything has to be worked with the SSF kit or not. Yep. You have your POVs, your cabinet views. You got 3 separate screens that you got to incorporate all this stuff into, right? Instead of Pinball FX on the Xbox or PlayStation or Switch, it's just one screen, or even Steam, it's one screen. The user actually has to separate all that kind of stuff when it comes to that. So my thing is, I'm thinking, if At Games is throwing their money, it's money from a partner or third party. You kind of want to throw a little bit more resources towards that, especially if you've been kind of slacking on it. And I know Mel said that, it's the 4KP is underpowered. The chipset's underpowered for the stuff we want to do. Yeah, it was underpowered. It's underpowered, but y'all also want to do stuff on like Unreal Engine. Y'all want to try and get these, high extensive graphics that basically, PCs should only run. And I don't think y'all quite, even Mystery Coder, even said that I don't think they quite understand how to function with Unreal and how to write code for Unreal Engine.
No,
so. And if you got a small team, and they did cut down their team last year a little bit, they lost some people. So if you're spread so thin, you got to drop some platforms, especially older platforms, and focus on where you're making your money. So I just think I just had that feeling that maybe At Games is okay, and I feel like their partnership is going to get better. I'm just being optimistic though, because
Yeah.
Even though we are, the At Games ecosystem is a small platform compared to Sony, PlayStation, Microsoft Xbox, and Switch, and all that. Even though those platforms are much bigger, you kind of don't want to keep producing new stuff for older systems. You kind of want to,
Yep.
So
I
know,
like
I know,
the way you,
I
I
know,
like the way you
Maryland.
think.
I know, Maryland. I know that's a stretch, but that's kind of what the speculation is for, right? In this case, when I read this as no news is good news. Which before we were all like, there's been no announcements, no news, it must be bad. If they're canceling support for certain platforms, 3 platforms to be specific, and At Games ain't one of them, I chalk that up as a win right now.
No, I'd take it as a win right now, and I like the way you're thinking. Actually, the one thing they can do to just blow it up is release a damn Marvel or Star Wars 4KP, put it in Sam's Club, and they will have instantly a crap ton of more people in the circle.
Yeah. I mean, that would shut up all naysayers.
Oh yeah,
period.
yeah. That would sell.
And would spark positivity back into that ecosystem as well.
Hell, I might even buy one.
Ooh.
All right,
guys.
Just to have it.
Senseless shout out, okay? You see the shirt that's on the screen? I'm wearing that shirt, baby, and it looks good. So check out the Yo Retro co-host shirt on my store, on my Fourth Wall store. Got a picture of me and 6 together playing some pinball. The backside of the shirt is the Yo Retro logo, and there is a QR code that doesn't work right now, and I don't know how to make it work anymore. It quit. So I might have to delete that, but still it's a cool shirt. And then also the Yo Retro hat is also on the store as well. And it's got the Yo Retro logo on the back as well. So just a little mindless plug. Can we get one of you and Fathawg, Brian? Hey, you never know. Possibility, MG. All right. So before we get into the Alice Goes to Wonderland discussion and get your feedback on everything real quick, I'm going to take a little bit of a commercial break, and I'll see y'all in just a second.
We'll be back right after these messages from our sponsors.
What's good? It's your man 6 half a dozen, and this right here, it's how I keep the beard looking legendary. Half a dozen beard oil. Nutrient packed, smells like success, and it got that 90s flavor. Couple drops in the palm, rub it up, work it through, stubble the subtle real quick. Now the beard smooth, the itch is gone, shine heavy. That's how we move.
Got a pinball machine that's lost its spark? I'm Brian Robinson, and this is what I do. From burnt out bulbs to silent flippers, I bring classic games back to life. Same day service, free pickup, and I stand by my work with a 90-day no-tilt guarantee. You play it, I'll keep it running just like new.
Night calls for another level, you bring your game. And the flavor that keeps up. New Level Up Cherry Cola Bourbon. Real Kentucky bourbon with a cherry cola kick.
That's a high score.
Smooth, sweet, unstoppable from first pour to last pixel.
Bonus level.
Level Up Cherry Cola Bourbon.
And we're back. Thank y'all so much for chilling with that little commercial break that I threw in there. It was just meant to be for comedy, guys, so don't think of it as serious. But I would love to be, I'm pretty sure 6 would love to be sponsored by Half a Dozen Beard Oil. Yes, Gallagher Guy should be the one that sells the bourbon, but I kind of wanted to do one for me too. Real quick, I missed some super chats. Stock Jock with a $2 super chat. Wait, I thought Fathawg was only a fan of Robotron. What is your feelings on Robotron?
Robotron and Mappy are probably my least favorite arcade games. So sorry, Stock Jock.
And sorry, Gallagher Guy. Also, a $2 super chat from Mr. Encoder. I miss Half a Dozen's beard. Well, hey, man, you got it in the commercial. You're the reason why I made a do for that. So All right. So Alice Goes to Wonderland discussion. Real quick, I don't remember what my next slide is. Okay, cool. It's just pictures of the playfield. Cool. So you were original Kickstarter backer, correct?
Yep.
Did you get any kind of like special edition, or you just got the regular?
I just got the regular one. I did get the sculpt, the 3D toys. I got that. I got that pack. I didn't get the cover. I didn't get the topper. I'm not a big topper guy. I throw little toys on top of my machines. Not real big on toppers. So, and I play them all the time. So I don't need to have a cover on them.
Right. Okay. So how was the build process for you?
Yeah, it was almost easier than some of the later arcade 1-ups. The early arcade 1-ups are super easy, but the later they got, the having to put together the sides and getting everything to line up. It wasn't bad. As far as the back box, it was almost the same as like a arcade 1-up pinball back box, and then the sides. I mean, it's a box, so really it's a piece of cake. I know Billy took like 4 hours to do his, but he was he was spending more time in the chat than he was building the darn thing. So, I think he would have had it done in less than 2. B had it done in less than 2. I think I laid everything out the night before and got up the next morning and put it together in like an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes, something like that. So
yeah,
pretty straightforward though.
Anytime I do like any kind of like live build, unboxing kind of stuff like that, dude, you're gonna spend 4 or 5 hours easy.
Oh yeah.
Like when I did the haptics kit feedback kit for the X Arcade, filming that took me probably 3.5 hours.
Yeah, I was worried about it, man. I was watching yours, and mine showed up like a week later, and I was like, "This took like 40 minutes, dude. What are you doing?"
Yeah. So it literally took me like 4 hours to film that, building it, and then I go to edit all the videos, and I was like, "Oh, it's like an hour and 10 minutes long. That's crazy, man."
Yeah.
But
That's
if I just ran through it and watched the video or did the instructions, I probably would have ran right through it in like 35, 45 minutes.
Yep.
Let's see. Took my wife an hour and an hour 45 minutes to put together Wonderland. That's pretty decent. It's pretty average.
Yeah, that's about average. It's
because
we'll just call it a 2-hour build.
Yeah. Even though the playfield is all together, the ramps and all that stuff's there together, you still gotta push in and click in the pop bumpers. You gotta put the Mad Hatter spring head in on a table.
Yep.
You gotta put the castle in and screw it in.
Yeah, the castle, put it in. You got the Cheshire Cat in the back. It's got a couple of screws that goes in. Other than that, play, and then you got the caterpillar over on the left side. Left side. Yeah, left side there that goes on there. Putting those on there doesn't take too long, but getting the cables all routed right. There's a little cable cover on the back wall that get that on there so you can't see the cables going down from the head box back down underneath. Those type of things. So it's just little things here and there to take care of. Yeah.
So JJ's got a pretty good question. I question how well it's made. I mean, after 2, 3 to 5 years, is it going to be non-functional, full of problems? I mean, because even $10,000 pinball machines have electromechanical issues. What about like the $1,000 machines? Now you own some real pinball machines too, right?
Yeah, I've got one. I've got a 77 Elton John.
77 Elton John.
Yeah.
I mean, how often does it have issue?
Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboy.
Love it, dude.
Man, yeah. When I picked it up, it was non-functional. All right, it took me probably 3 months to get everything back together, and then wax the play. Strip the playfield down, wax the playfield, rebuilt the pop bumpers, rebuilt the slings, rebuilt the flippers. Went through it. I mean, it's a gorgeous table, and then I got it back together, and 2 weeks later, my top rollover lights quit working. So it's real pinball. It is what it is. It's circuit boards, and those ones there, they're a lot of solid state stuff. It's a lot easier to get out the soldering iron and fix the trace on a board or something like that. This one's going to be a little bit trickier, but it is module. I've started keeping a spreadsheet, just following folks on Facebook and Discord and whatnot with their problems. I've just been tracking what it was, what board it was, just trying to, any problem I've got, I'm putting it in there. So if you guys got problems, throw them out there, put them out there, because I'm tracking them. I'm sure Wonderland's tracking them. And it'll only help the next guy. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together as a community. Like I say, that's one of my passions, is helping people do stuff themselves. So, but the boards underneath, it's really modular. So if a sensor goes out, it's going to be probably 2 or 3 sensors on the bottom of this thing, and it's going to be one board. So take that one board out, put a new board in, and you just fixed it. It's really not going to be that hard, but it is going to take some maintenance. That's the one thing people got to understand. With a brand new machine like this, and it's mechanical, it's going to break.
And there's nothing like this out there. Like,
no.
When I saw the bottom of y'all's playfield and y'all folded it up, put it against the back box, and I saw all the wires, but also saw all the boards and how they were all just like lined up, and then all the wires are plugged into them. I was like, whoa, holy crap, this thing's really, really, really like engineered. But the good news is, it's not like an arcade 1-up where if a cable goes out, the entire machine's going to go out. If something goes out, there is a way to identify it. There is a way to get that part replaced.
Correct. So we've had a couple of people with scores just going up. One of them was a sling. The micro switch underneath it was actually touching, had to just bend it just a little bit. Yep. And it was just being pressed on just by the strength of the rubber band, was just pressing just enough to make contact. So, that he bent it out just a little bit, quit making contact. Had another Tin York, Dr. Torque. He had a sensor go out, a rollover sensor on an out lane. I think it was the left out lane. And it was, all he did to fix that was disconnect the board, reseat everything, and it went back to work. So, some of this stuff is just, the sensors are actually another guy had just rollovers and couldn't find anything. And he clipped the zip tie underneath the boards and just got some of the tension off of a cable, or, whatever cable it was.
Right.
If he would have went through and unseated everything and seated it back up, I'm sure it would have worked too, but it was a little tight. So, there's going to be some troubleshooting. They're going to go down.
Yeah. And it's like a brand new product, guys. So, I mean, it's going to have issues, and there's going to be like a little bit of learning pains, especially if you're like an early adopter. And it's the same way it was with me with the 4KP. Being an early adopter, we ran into some pains, and things got better. Didn't work out for everybody, but most people were able to deal with it. The good news about this is I think Wonderland's going to be very, very supportive of it, and they're going to learn a lot. Just like being hearing feedback from the community is going to teach them a lot. And like you said, man, like y'all all keeping tracks and keeping records of everything that goes wrong. It's going to be a learning and a teaching process for everybody.
Yep.
And it's going to be helpful for everybody to learn, hey, man, I can fix this myself. I don't have to just accept the fact that I think it's broken.
I noticed right out the gate, when people were testing this thing at the Pinball Expo last year, I took notice right away on the people that had positive things to say and the people that had negative things to say. And the positive things were coming from the pinball community. The guys that shoot steel ball. That's the guys that were giving it a break, because it's like, hey, look, like, we know, this is a first time thing, and they're working it out, and they're heading in the right direction, where a lot of the a lot of the folks that home arcade folks that have something that works right out of the box, whether that's a arcade 1-up or whether that's a 4KP or an ALP where it just is supposed to work and it's supposed to play and it's supposed to be perfect right out of the box. It's not mechanical, right?
Right.
If you have a problem with an ALP, it's a computer. It doesn't turn on, and you're pissed.
Right.
And you're pissed. If it turns on, it's going to work. So this thing's going to have. I mean, there's a ton of parts in it, so you got to understand that something is going to break eventually.
One thing that you and Team Encoder came across was that there's actually a testing menu, like a hidden secret menu, and on the D&D.
I stumbled across safe mode within like the first 5 minutes of owning it. You know, I started messing with it right away. Just how I work. And then Mystery Encoder, they had posted on their Discord about the diagnostics menu, and they've already gone in and they've already decoded decompiled the whole code, so they know how it works and everything else. And you know, they're not doing anything with it. They're not promising they're going to do anything with it. But if Wonderland decides that they're one and done or two and done, I'm sure we'll have some support out there eventually with this thing. You know, they don't ever interject if the company does what they're supposed to do. They aren't going to step in and do anything with it. You know, Arcade 1-up was failing miserably, so they had to step up and help out the guys with the big buck hunters and with the pinballs and everything else that was breaking. So
yeah, so like during this like testing menu, you can actually figure out what's not working, right? So like I guess, was it like sensors or whatever? They're all coded by numbers.
Yes,
like S3 or something like that, S9.
Yep.
But you
So
can
like
figure out which one's not working.
S8, for instance, is the left outlane. That was the one that Tim York was having issues with. You know, and I've gone through and I started mapping. I haven't got my map all done yet, but I was going to put something together and put it out there for folks so they don't have to go in there and take their glass off and run the ball across and track them all out. So I'm working on a map right now. I should have that done probably tomorrow. Awesome. But I'll get that out, and just so people know, hey, if they pull up the diagnostic menu and S8's stuck, S8 is this spot. You know, so it's not a lot. I think there's probably 24, maybe 30 sensors in there. So, but that's 30 sensors that can go wrong, right? I mean, it is what it is. But
yeah, but at least you'll have a map of be like, okay, this is my problem area. Let me find that connection or that board that associates with that sensor. See if maybe I can reseat it, or if it's not working, period, I know what I can do to contact Wonderland about finding a replacement or getting a replacement part for it, because I know this is what the issue is. They don't have to do any kind of troubleshooting for me. I did it for them.
Yep. And that's helpful for those guys. I mean, they're a fairly small team. Gilly has hopped in. He's in on the Facebook page. One of their techs, one of their guys that's answering the customer service pages. He seems to be really wanting to help. I know they're flooded with a lot of emails and a lot of guys, a lot of guys in the community here that haven't got their machines yet, and that sucks.
I was actually about to bring that up next.
Yeah, on track is off my list of anybody that I will ever ship with ever. And I will never ever buy another product from Spreetail unless I absolutely have to. So.
Yep. And I think a lot of people agree, like it was shady business. But I'm gonna show y'all a email that a community member has shared with me. And I blocked out all their information, so they'll be protected and everything. Let me remove that. What the hell? There we go. Okay. So basically they're missing their box B, which is, they've had box A for almost a week now, or over a week now, and they're waiting for box B. And they contacted that on-track company, and that on-track company says, sorry, it's undeliverable. Don't know where it is. We don't know what happened to it. So they reached out to Wonderland, and I think it was after like 2 or 3 days, Wonderland finally got back to him, and especially with that guy that's in the Facebook group, Michael B, also did a video explaining this issue with other people. So Wonderland reached out and said, "Hey guys," reached out to this guy, said, "We're working with Spreetel to get you your package." They opened a ticket with OnTrack to see what may happen to your package, see if they can locate it. But we're going to go ahead and reship you your new box B. We're just going to ship you another one, and then we'll figure out what happened to this box. So I know it sucks, guys, for y'all that haven't received y'all's or that got any tracking numbers or whatever. Not reach out to Wonderland and just hound the shit out of them. Keep hounding the crap out of them until they answer you. This is not new in the home arcade community. And I know some of y'all are probably new to the home arcade community with this product, but several of us been dealing with it for years with at games and Arcade One Up's been pretty good, to be honest with you. Sometimes they take a minute initially to respond to you, but once they respond to you, stuff gets moving on and it starts working. And it looks like Wonderland's going to be in that same kind of category where it takes a while to get a response, the initial response, but once they start responding, the ball starts rolling and things are going to get moving on. So this buddy of mine, he's going to get a new box B shipped to him soon, so at least his order's going to be completed. I don't know what to say for you other guys out there, man. Like, we feel for you. Honestly, it's unfortunate, man. I just think them working with Spreetel, I think they learned a lesson from this is do not work with Spreetel and
I hope so.
And don't use OnTrack or whatever. Find another distributor. Cause Spreetel is Spreetel's shown me that they just care about their own pockets. They don't care about handling other people's products with the best intentions. They want to just make that money as quick as possible and turn it over. That's honestly the way it looks. Prove me wrong. Prove a lot of other content creators wrong too. Prove Wonderland's customer base too. Prove them wrong. That you're not out there just to line your own pockets, because it's honestly seeming that way. No problem.
Hey, just give people the opportunity to show you who they are, and they will, and they have. So
yeah. Like, there's a lot of upset people, man, and I feel for you guys. I know Fathawg, I know you feel for a lot of these people too.
Oh yeah.
Because you were an early backer, you got yours no problem. Some people got one box or got the other box, but didn't get one or the other box. Some people hadn't got anything, hadn't got an email or a tracking number or anything. Some people didn't get tracking numbers, and then their package showed up anyway, and didn't get a tracking number at all.
As a matter of fact, I still haven't got a tracking number. So
they just showed up.
They just showed up. Yep. Actually, I had to go download the FedEx app like everybody else did because FedEx told me it was coming, but nobody else did.
Yeah.
That's
how it was with me with at games, man. I didn't get no email about no tracking number, but once I downloaded the FedEx app, boom, everything just showed up immediately, and I was like, "Oh, it's coming tomorrow."
Yeah.
Any word on new code? Do they have a day one update on them? They do have a firmware update when you first open it and install it and turn it on.
And
it's what?
It's a little finicky. So that there's been some issues with that. So all I can say is if you get your machine in the next day or two and you go to update, when it says it needs to restart, just let it go. Just don't touch anything. Let it go. You might have to let it sit for 10 minutes.
Back on.
Yeah, you might have to let it sit for 10 minutes, and if it doesn't if it doesn't do it itself, power it down, power back up, do the update again, because if not, you go to try to play and it'll just keep ejecting balls, just doing all sorts of crazy stuff. So gets halfway through it. I'm not sure. It could be Wi-Fi connection. I don't know if it's people's Wi-Fi. It seems really sporadic, but mine updated when I did my update. I hit OK. It said it needs a restart. It took like 30 seconds and it restarted, and I haven't had a problem, but I know some people have.
Right. Okay. That's good to know. Any word on a new code? I imagine, I'm not going to speak for them because I don't know, but
Yeah.
I know for like some pinball companies, usually it takes about 6 months. Usually, you can probably expect like some kind of small code update. I don't know, man. I don't know if this is a finished product for them or if they're like, oh yeah, let's add this game mode, or if they had some stuff planned and they're still working on it. It's a possibility. Don't know though. Hopefully, we'll get some kind of announcement, whether we're getting something new or something added or something patched. I know one thing that a lot of people want patched is the freaking high score submission thing,
Oh,
right?
dude, that sucks. That's horrible. The code on this thing is the weak point. The machine is great. As far as the hardware goes, the code is horrible. So you got to enter your initials, or actually it's not initials. They want 6 characters, and even if you're logged in to the machine as you, it doesn't remember initials, and it doesn't automatically put them in for your name. And
like that would.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of guys. There's a whole lot of scores on my machine that are there from AAAAA because I'm not going to take the time to put my name in there.
The only time you'll actually try to put your name in there is like, holy crap, I scored like 10 million points.
Yeah,
I'm putting my name on that one.
Well, the leaderboard, the worldwide leaderboard isn't working yet, so I'm not worried about it until that leaderboard starts to work. But that's why I think another code update is coming probably within the month, just because that part of it's not working. So I would think that they've got something that they need to do on their end, which they've got a lot on their plate. They're trying to get everybody their machine first, so get that stuff taken care of. Once that gets worked out, everybody has their machines, or a lot of people have their machines, and the early questions, because it is a new product, get answered. Then they can start focusing on some of this other stuff for us. So
yeah, let's get some patches out first before we start thinking about new additions.
Yeah.
Mr. Encoder says, would you say you got what you paid for?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if I go out there and I hit Marketplace right now, I go look and I'm looking for a real pinball machine. What else am I going to find for $1,000?
Yeah.
Aces High late 70s EM. Yep. An early solid state maybe.
Yep. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm like, I'm not paying $1,500 for a game that came out before I was born.
I mean, the Captain Fantastic I have, it's a home edition, right? It's a 77 Bally home edition machine. It's not a commercial machine. It's a home edition machine. I paid $600 for that thing, and it was not working and had no legs. I picked it up for what it was, and it's worth. I could probably sell it now, or after I get the top rollovers working, I could probably sell it for $1,500, maybe $1,700. That's what it's worth. And I'll tell you that Alice is twice the machine that is as far as the gameplay goes. That machine is 2 pop. That machine is 2 pop bumpers, a couple of rollovers, and that's it. There's
there's nothing like exciting on it, right? It's just no thrill.
I enjoy the heck out of it. It's a simple machine. They're great when people are over. That's what we go to. Everybody loves Steel Ball. Everybody would rather play that than they would rather play the 49-inch V-Pin that's got anything available to it. They'd rather play the real one. And now that I've got the Alice, it's this one's cool. Let's play this one. So
fantastic. Let's see. So 300-pound black guy. Thank you for. We're gonna save that for the last of the show, but basically, man, I want to talk about all the modding capabilities that this product presents. And guys, I'm going to show y'all a bunch of stuff that the community has already shared and already done. Like, daggone, man, you had this machine like 3 days and you've already added like a crap ton of stuff to it. And you're like, I'm not even halfway done, man. There's like 5,000 other things I want to do to it.
Oh yeah.
And that's one thing cool about real pinball too, is the fact that you can just be like, I'm going to add some trees to this damn thing, or I'm going to repaint this.
I was hoping you're going to show them off and like, Mike Bellotti, Justin McCoy, Delvin, all these guys, man. It's like, oh heck yeah, Eric pimped his out with purple legs before he even played it. I was like, go man, go. I love it.
Oh yes. So yeah, actually, that's actually next to talk about anyway. So let's go ahead and dive into that. So basically, guys, I don't know if y'all know Eric. Is it Eric Judkins?
I think so.
I think that's his name. His wife.
I think so.
His wife vinyl wrapped these legs and the lockdown bars to his machine with purple. And she put vinyl on top of the flippers here with green. And it made that thing pop.
Heck yeah.
And that's vinyl wrap. It's not like powder coating spray paint or anything like that. It's vinyl, just vinyl wrap. And it looks clean, looks good. She did an amazing job.
Yeah, I love it, man. That's maybe Wonderland needs to take a look at that and see how they need to do their stuff going forward, because that's right on, man. I love it.
Yeah. And then I forget the guy that reached out to you. Forget his name. You just mentioned him just a second ago.
Delvin.
Yeah. He got these flipper pieces from here. I meant to show those pictures of that website. Give me a second.
Actually, I think that's probably Mike. That's probably Mike Bellotti. He's got the checker ones.
Oh, okay.
You're talking about just the rubber. You talking about the rubbers?
Yeah, I'm talking the rubbers.
Yeah. So I had the real machine. So I did a rubber kit on my Elton John, and I kept the stuff that was good, just held on to it in case I busted one while I was playing it, and I didn't have to order something. I could put an old piece on there while I ordered some fresh stuff, and I'm looking at these flippers, and they basically just have rubber bands on them. Yeah, so I was like, I need to change that. So my first video that I put out for gameplay, everybody seen that had a yellow band on the one flipper, and I was just trying it out, just making sure it didn't
right
catch.
Here in this video, right here, actually.
Yeah, just making sure it didn't catch and didn't rub and all that good stuff. So I ordered some purple, so I've got purple on mine, and it highlights it. I'm really digging the vinyl tops that guys are doing though. Mike posted one on the Facebook page here just a couple hours ago. He's got some white checkered stuff. Some other guys are using or have ordered like Theater of Magic bat toppers.
Yep, I saw those. Those look cool.
Yeah,
I just think they're going to be too big, so they might have to cut them down.
Oh, they're going to have to trim them, because this is only like a 2.5 inch flipper, or a normal flipper is 3 inches.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to trim them down. Eric's with the green. I was focused on that. I was focused on the purple so much on that I didn't even notice the green bat tops for like a couple of days. And I was like, oh, wait a minute, man, his flippers are badass. So, hopefully, I've been working in Tinkercad. I've got a new 3D printer coming. I'm going to try to map some of this stuff and maybe start building some parts, be able to build my own flipper bats and do them solid color plastic, and not have to have stickers on the top of them, which I think would be a lot better, just because they won't come off at some point. So, once those start going, I'll start dropping 3D files out there on the marketplace, or on Facebook, and sharing them with everybody so they can use them. And I encourage everybody to do the same thing. I mean, if you come up with something, share it out there.
Yes.
I can't remember who it was that put the little trees on his board. I was like, really? That's awesome. Little mushrooms, little trees, has a stopwatch hanging out on top of the slingshot. It's just lots of I'm inspired by a lot of guys out there with their imagination with what they're doing with these things.
Yeah,
a lot more artistic than I am.
I'm getting a 3D printer later this month too, so I'm looking forward to, collaborating with some people in the community and trying to get some stuff made up because I just feel like the sky is the limit when it comes to this. When it
Oh
comes to
yeah.
what you can do with this and change out, some of the characters. And if you want like a darker theme, you can make a darker theme to some characters and stuff like that. There's all kinds of stuff we can do.
Yeah, I might have to hit up Wonderland and see if they still have some of the Zombie Alice print for back glass because I kind of liked it, but
I did too. But these flipper bands, guys, they got them from Pinball Life, and they're the 1 inch to half an inch silicone flipper rubbers. They're like $1.45 each for one.
yeah,
Get 2, get 5, get different colors and just experiment with it. But also, if it's not that one, somebody else recommended another set, and I will get that.
yeah. Somebody put some Gottlieb 1.5 by 3/8 on theirs, and I'm interested to see if they're any thicker.
Yeah. So Titan Pinball, it's the Gottlieb 3/8 inch, right?
Yep, 1.5 by 3/8.
So I ordered a set of these as well because I'm interested in this glow green color. And if I'm
Yeah.
thinking what it does is I think it reflects off of or reacts off the black light, and I got black lights above me. So I'm thinking that might really pop, but I got purple, white, blue, and that glow green of each of these. I want to try them all out.
Yeah, those
just
glow ones.
see which one's
Those
what.
glow ones are going to be awesome.
And then also a mod I've already, and I know you already done this mod. You did it while you were assembling it, but I know as soon as I get mine, I am going to. Well, let's see if I can pop that up too, if I can find it. I probably didn't save it. No, I didn't save it. All right, so let me just go to the website then.
So while you're finding it, one other thing I'm going to do is I'm working on a 3D print map for the coin door because that coin door is atrocious. So
oh yeah,
it's
disgusting.
Yeah, I'm going to move the switch. I'm going to move the power switch to the bottom of the table, which is where it's supposed to be. Just like At Games put them where they were supposed to be. One of the few things that At Games did right. That's where it's supposed to be. And the power switch is going to get on there. And I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the D-pad because the D-pad is stupid, but we'll navigate through that. I might actually try to map those over to the flipper buttons and have left and right at least on the flipper buttons. So you don't have to reach down for the D-pad. And then I'm going to move the A button. I'm going to drill a hole in the front of the machine and put an actual start button where it's supposed to be, and that's the start button, the A button, the one on the right. And so I'm mapping one out. As soon as that 3D printer gets here, I'll make a couple of test prints and see how it turns out. And I won't, when I put them out there, I'm not charging nothing, guys. I'm going to throw them out there and everybody can just print them for free. I'm not going to charge for crap.
Yeah, it's all about community, man. Nobody's trying to make a profit off anybody, man. We want to make everybody's machines better. That's the whole purpose of this community. But I already ordered me some black buttons, white buttons, and purple buttons, and where is it? Green buttons. These are GRS Glenn Retro Show. His gold-plated arcade buttons. Now these are the same ones that I put into my 4KP because number one, the throw on them when you hit the button, it's instantaneous, like the action. And they are silent, none of this clicky crap. So like pressing the button, you don't hear a sound from the button at all. And it's like literally just instantaneous action. These buttons are awesome. And yes, right now they're 20% off. So I highly recommend these if y'all do have a Wonderland and you want to swap out the buttons. Go to Thunderstick Studio, support Glenn. Go ahead and get you a set of these buttons, any color you want. Customize your machine. So there's that. Back to some of these mods. Now, this is the guy you were talking about. This man went to Amazon, picked up this old cosplay pocket watch and these metal keys, and he didn't glue them down, but he put some kind of putty down so that they would stick to the putty.
Yeah, that blue tacky stuff.
Yeah, the blue tacky stuff. And then he just lined them on the end lanes, like on top of each other, crossway. It's a really, really nice touch. This is to me, this is genius.
Yeah. So there's another guy, Brian Warner. He was the first one to put that out there he didn't do the trees and all that, but he put the stopwatch out, and he's got a bunch of little mini mushrooms that he put all on top of the glass and whatnot, that where the mushrooms are at. He painted his caterpillar. It's just, he was like, I don't know, like 5 days ago when he posted it. So he was one of the first guys to have his machine, but it's pretty cool too.
Oh, nice. Bill Retro Show. Good question. Have they enabled the tilt feature yet?
They have not. But if you are in the diagnostics menu, and you shake the table, it's working. You can see, you can see it registering. The sensor is in the machine. So, they have not turned it on yet. I'm hoping they do at some point. I'm not sure why they left that thing off, but they did. But it is working. It is in there. So that's, again, if they don't do the right thing, I'm sure somebody will. And we all know who that is. I won't call them out by name, but
right. Thank you. So yeah, I imagine if once they do a first round of patching of the new code or whatever, if they do a new code, you're gonna have the tilt functionality. I imagine they'll probably bring that online, and then also the scoreboard submission stuff. Hopefully
those. Yeah, and then there is a volume bug too. So every time you turn it on, it automatically goes to like 20% volume. And if you're trying to keep it down a little bit, that's a little loud. I mean, for a normal, it's going to be fine. But if you're trying to not disturb the whole world with the volume, it's a little loud. And then every time you change a screen, the volume changes back up. So they've got a volume bug in there somewhere. It's only a third of the way up, so it's not going to blow your speakers up. It's not going to blow your eardrums out, but it's just kind of annoying.
Okay. So back to some of these cosmetic mods, guys, that you can do really, really cheap. This is the guy that we saw, and man, I was inspired by this. This is the guy that threw these little trees onto like I guess on top of the screw holes on the panels. Yep. And it brings so much life, to the table. Like, just it's so cool, man. I love this community. It's a brand new community, and people are just unboxing this thing like, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Literally, you could buy like these little trees on Amazon for like $20, and they are moldable, so you can like pull them apart. Shape them any way you want to, like they're flexible. And then he just put that little molded putty or whatever, stuck it right into them, and some of the screw holes, they actually just fit like tightly anyway. But look, it just brings so much character and so much life to the actual playfield. So there's some more ideas for you guys. For you guys that's got like the extra 3D printed stuff, this guy's painting a Cheshire cat.
Yep.
Giving it some life. So I noticed on the Kickstarter page, the 3D molded Cheshire cat, he looks painted. And then I saw some of these people's, it didn't look that painted at all.
So the only thing he did to his was, I think he painted like the claws. He lined the teeth. And then So it is painted. It looks good. His looks a lot better. Not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna take mine apart and end up doing it, but um, they are painted. They look good. They look good coming out of the box. I will say that they didn't get everything sent out. The doorknob was missing out of the box, so I have not put the gold keyhole and doorknob on there yet because the knob is not here. So, but then somebody else has gone through and they painted their green one. They painted their green one gold, and it looks 10 times better than the gold one that they shipped out. So, it's awesome seeing these guys doing the stuff to their machines and just making them their own.
So Mike Pilati had the trees. Okay. I'm still learning everybody's names. These are brand new people to me.
Yeah, these are all brand new people. It's like we've been in this community for a while, and these names are all brand new, and I love it. So hopefully they get excited about some of the other stuff we like too. There's Eric. Eric's been around for a while. He's been in the community.
I know Eric Judkins from the 4KP group. He used to watch this show a lot. I don't know if he still watches or not, but he was
Brian Warner is the one who had all the little mini mushrooms, if you can search him, but
I'll have to find him.
But anyway.
DMod said, Mr. Encoder said DMod will fix their code if they donate a Wonderland to
him. ME's got one, man.
Let's see. Do the lights just blink in the same way throughout the whole game, or do they dynamically light up depending on the ball's location? What's happening with the game? I know, like if you're in the mode, those certain lights will blink.
Correct.
If you need to complete like one of these modes on the side, if you hit the spot, it's going to light up.
Yep.
Right. What else?
So they do kind of run in sync a lot. So there is a lot of, a bunch of lights flashing at the same time, which is one of the things that they can fix in the code. Like I say, we keep going back to code. That's the only thing I can complain about is code. But it does keep track of where you're at. It's once you play it a few times, you'll start to understand 2 lights here means this. Okay, I got one more shot up there. I need to hit the ramp one more time to complete that mode so I can light up everything in the middle. And then once you light up all the modes, once all the modes are complete, then you move on to level 2. Level 2 score, the points go up every time you go. And is it a little repetitive, but yeah, it is, but it's pinball. We hit ramps and okay, I have to hit this ramp 4 times. Okay, let's go hit it 4 times. That's the challenge. So it's not a complex table, but it's also not 10 grand. So
I noticed when you hit the Cheshire Cat, the Cheshire Cat's ramp, his eyes will light up.
Correct.
Or when you complete his mode, his eyes will stay lit up.
They stay lit up when his mode's complete. And nice. You hit the Mad Hatter loop, hit it 3 times, and it hits like a 30-second timer, and then there's a hidden ball underneath the table. So the Mad Hatter is sitting on the table, and you have to hit the hidden ball as many times as you can hit it. In the first level, it's like 100,000 points a shot. So if you can hit that thing, just spam the heck out of it, you're gonna rack up a lot of points, and that's just in level 1. The same with the Queen of Hearts, her ramp. Once you hit it 3 times, and then you keep hitting it, it's 100,000 points every time for 30 seconds. And during those 2 modes, ball save is on the whole time, so you don't have to worry about it. If it's coming down, don't be crazy shaking the machine, because you can just launch right back out. So
okay. But you can also adjust flipper strength, slingshot strength, and pop bumper strength.
Yep, those are the 3. So I personally, I have my flippers just on stock at 5. That seems to be satisfactory. I don't have a problem making the ramps when I hit them, when I'm on target, because I know you've been showing some gameplay of mine and it's horrible, but it's okay.
Hey, no, it's good gameplay though.
But I have those on 5, and I have the slings and the pop bumpers at 3. At 5, and it goes up to 8. At
Okay,
5,
that was going to be my next question.
yeah, at 5, those pop bumpers at 5. I mean, it shoots the ball half. It's throwing it down the center. It's kind of ridiculous that powerful with the pop bumper. So
sounds like exactly what I imagined pixel table.
Yeah. And I don't need a sling to be able to shoot it through the loop for me. A sling's just got to kick it off. It doesn't need to shoot it all the way to the top of the table for me. So I powered those down to 3, and that seems to be comfortable. So 5 on the flippers and 3 on the pops and slings is where I have it.
Okay, that's good advice. I'll take that advice. Back to some more mods real quick. I know I saw Todd, Nerd Lounge Master 84, saying the green door keyhole was a bad choice.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Paint that sucker, buddy.
Yep. That thing's gorgeous.
This guy made a gold rustic look to it. Another guy just painted it gold instead, or like a goldish gray color. But this looks so good on the left. It looks really, really realistic. Doesn't even look plastic anymore. It actually looks like it's made out of metal.
Yep.
So kudos to that guy right there as well. So Marilyn Ariels has a question. Question about the plastics. Are they flimsy? Do you see them breaking easily?
No. The flippers,
I know most yours are 3D printed, but like the standard edition, like they look like they're that clear plastic vinyl printed on, but they look thick.
Yeah, as far as the toys go, I wouldn't be concerned about any of those. The spring on the plunger is a little bit weak. And not the outside spring, the inside spring. It's a little bit weak, but I'm afraid to put a heavier spring in there because it's going to turn that ball into a slingshot ball, and I'm afraid to shoot it through the back of the cabinet. But so
what about I was going to say, what about the plastic ramps? Do you think the wear and tear on those will cause some crackage?
They'll be fine. They'll be fine. So one of the things, this is a lot of people that are doing this, that probably never owned a real machine. So you got to understand there is going to be maintenance. You got to understand if any dirt gets on that play field, it's going to tear stuff up. Just dust alone will tear stuff up. It'll scratch it because your ball's going to pick up the dust, and then it's going to run all over the table, and it's going to scratch everything that it touches. So make sure when you do maintenance, and I would suggest, at least once a month, take the glass off if you haven't had to already, and just wipe everything down, take a vacuum to it, whatever you need to do, and just dust it. Just keep it clean.
I know of a company that does real pinball machine maintenance. They have what's called a pin snake or ramp snake. I wonder if somebody will make a tiny ramp snake.
This one,
run it through.
This one here, that the ramps really aren't. They really aren't hidden much, so you can get to everything because the castle comes off so easy. You can just take the castle off and wipe the ramp down. So it's not like you don't really have to disassemble a whole lot to get to every ramp surface. So I wouldn't see that as being a big thing. But like when everybody's putting their machines together, take a microfiber and clean those balls off, because just the oil on the ball will cause problems on the play field. There's 5 balls that go in there, wipe them down with alcohol, get them as clean as you can before you put them in there. Make sure everything's clean before you play it the first time, and you should be good.
Yeah, that's exciting, dude. It's like you're owning a real pinball machine, and if you ever really wanted to own a real one, this is kind of stuff that you have to get used to. And
it is.
I guess this is a good training method on if you really want to deal with, maintenance on a real pinball machine. Might as well do it on a $1,000 machine compared to, say, a $5,000 machine.
Yep. And when I backed this a year ago, I hadn't had any real pinball machine experience as far as maintenance and anything like that. So part of the reason I bought that Elton John a few months ago was for that, to get myself ready, because it's, I love pinball anyway, so it's going to be in my house until the day I die. But just having a fairly inexpensive machine to learn how to do this stuff, and then getting this one, I know it'll last for a while. Am I going to have to rebuild the flipper solenoids at some point? Yep, sure am. So are you. It's part of owning a real pinball machine. It's going to break. So understanding it when you're putting it together, really I don't hate the put together part of it, because you're putting it together, you're going to see all this stuff and you're going to know where it's at. I almost wish that they would have had a little more to put together on the playfield so people would get used to it a little more. But that's part of pinball. So if you're not comfortable with that, don't buy one. I really don't buy one, because you're going to be disappointed.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, the same thing with like real arcades too. Like it's
oh yeah.
If you don't want to deal with maintenance and cleaning and you just want to be plug and play and leave it alone and work forever, perfect the way it is, you're not going to have a good time.
And this is home use, right? So it's not like it's gonna break down every month.
No,
but I guarantee
you don't have 500 people playing it every day and slamming the shit out of it. This is your personal baby or your personal investment. You're going to take care of it better than you say would a stranger would, slamming into machines like as hard as they can.
Yeah, but I guarantee you'll probably change something every year.
Oh yeah, got to. And that's totally fine. Like being in the home arcade community, you're used to modding stuff anyway, and swapping out PCBs, swapping out a monitor, changing out speakers, something like that. You're used to that kind of stuff, so you might as well get used to this kind of stuff too. And it's just something new to do, something new to learn. So super $2 super chat from Nerd Lounge Master 84. Has anyone looked at replacing the plexiglass with real glass? And that is one of the things that you have to do with Wonderland is that protective glass that covers the playfield is plexi. It's not real glass, not like the 4KP. That's real glass. So yeah, go ahead.
So it's not arcade 1-up plexiglass. I'll tell you that. So that plexi on the arcade 1-up pinballs were horrible. This plexi is
by your hand. Yeah,
this plexi is clear. It does reflect light a little bit, so that's kind of a pain. But I'm not going to do glass on mine until I have it kind of the way I want it, because the glass is off just about every day right now, or the plexi is off just about every day right now, and to risk that with a piece of real glass isn't worth it to me. I'd rather accidentally drop a piece of plexi or put a scratch in it than to break a actual piece of glass. So it'll be a couple months before I put a piece of glass in it, but I'll just take it down to a glass shop and have it done. It'd probably be about $40 if I do it local. I'm sure there will be.
It can add up if you constantly just crack glass or break it or chip it.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like the 32-inch monitor in a arcade 1-up pinball. To do that mod, I think I broke 3 monitors. It's like it added up pretty quick. Pretty soon, I went down to a 28-inch monitor because I was tired of breaking crap. So I just didn't want to. I just don't want to risk a piece of glass while I'm messing with it.
Right. Get the final touches in on it before and get it the way you want it before you actually lock it down with glass.
Yeah. And it'll still have to come off every once in a while, but it's not going to be every day. So
yeah, but I'll be like a real pinball machine at that point.
Yep.
I know one thing that irks a lot of people too is the front lockdown bar. It's not like the arcade 1-up and 4KP where it's screwed in. It just pops right off. How easy does that fall off for you? Or Yeah, I mean, I've seen some people in the community say that thing just falls off by just me putting my arm on it.
Yep, it does. So mine doesn't. I actually haven't posted my little mon because I haven't found the perfect one yet, but I think I do now. I put a piece of actually like a furniture rubber pad, like a foot pad for a piece of furniture. I've got one on each side, so it snaps in real tight. And
Okay.
I actually have to have a little force to take it off now. So almost too much, but I think that's probably going to be the right answer for this thing. I started with just like 6 layers of tape, and that was really good. So just right out of the gate, just if people are out there having issues with it right now, just take some painter's tape. I put 6 layers on each side, right where the little nub, because I have like little nubs where I think they thought about having screw holes. I think that was the original intent. And then they are like, oh no, people don't need to take a screw out to take the glass out. We want to make this easy. So they put a little rubber push in there, and it goes into an indentation on the lockdown bar. I just thicken it up with some tape, and it holds tight. And I probably will end up putting a screw in it. To be honest with you,
Yeah,
but
I've seen some people already saying they wanted to do that.
yeah, I don't know. The rubber seems to be holding really good right now. So if it continues to hold up for another couple of weeks, I think I'll just stick with that rather than drilling a hole in the metal, because I don't like the arcade one up feel of having that screw right there by my fingers. It needs to be smooth.
Yeah,
So
just put 'em on the
if
side.
I can, yeah. So if I can keep them off of there, I'll keep the screws off of there.
Yeah. Does anyone that own a newer Stern pinball style pinball own one of these too? I have seen some photos of people that
Yeah.
got theirs right next to, say, like what was it, a Dr. No or something like that. They have some newer
Yeah.
Stern tables.
You know, and B has some Sterns, and he's got the machine, so he seems to be enjoying it as well.
Yeah. Seems more comparable to a newer table as opposed to an older EM table. Yeah, absolutely. It's
Mhm.
it's pretty awesome with what they were able to accomplish, especially from Chicago Pinball Expo. When we first saw them, it was just a black box, nothing in it.
Yeah.
And that was what, 2024, and
I
then
think
now
so.
here
Yeah.
we are. Yeah, and then here we are in early on 2026. We got a finished product and it's going out to people's homes. It's pretty freaking amazing what they were able to accomplish in that amount of time with the technology they were doing. And now people are getting excited, like, ooh, Turtles is next.
Yep.
I'm gonna be different, man. Like, I love Turtles and everything, but I just feel like the Alice in Wonderland theming I think would fit better in my home, because I got 3 teenage daughters and a wife and everything that like that kind of thing, and I kind of want to be able to share it with them. I think they would enjoy Alice better than they would Turtles.
Yeah.
So Turtles will be just for me.
Turtles will be in the arcade. I'll buy it just because I want to support these guys and keep them going and
Yeah.
make a machine number 3. But I actually am not a fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as a table for them, to be honest with you. I think it's a mistake just because it's been done. It's been done by Stern. It's been done by Data East. People are going to compare it to those 2 tables, and it's not going to be fair because it's apples to oranges instead of apples to apples. And they got to deal with a licensor that is going to make decisions for them on the table. Where Alice, they didn't have to talk to nobody; they just made it.
Yeah.
And if they would have,
Yeah,
and
'cause
if they would have stuck with this public domain stuff, they could do whatever they want. They could make whatever artistic decision they wanted to make, and didn't have to answer to anybody. So, I wish they would have stuck with public domain. But Turtles will be cool. It'll still be cool. I'm not saying it's not going to be. I just wish they would have stuck with public domain stuff.
Yeah, because I remember when we were at Pinball Expo, they're like, when I asked them, I was like, "So what theme would y'all do next after Wonderland?" They're like, "We really want to go after Star Wars," and like that piqued a lot of people's interest. But
Yeah,
then again,
that'd be a horrible
Star Wa-
decision too.
Star Wars has been done, man.
Yeah.
I like the fact that they went with something that was, doesn't have to be licensed out, something that's in
Yep.
public domain. There's plenty of stuff that they could have done. I mean, hell, Mickey Mouse is in public domain now.
Mickey Mouse, Popeye, Frankenstein, Dracula. I mean, there's just a ton. Sherlock Holmes. The list goes on and on. There's a ton of stuff. Grimm's Tales. I mean, any of the Grimm's Tales.
Oh, dude,
could
my
have been
wife
done.
would love Grimm's Tales. Oh,
Yeah.
snap!
So I think they could have stuck with that line for a while until they branched out into licensing.
Yeah, Mr. Carter says the lockdown bar definitely makes it hard to secure glass too. So that mod that you were talking about would actually probably help.
Well, so an annoyance and saving grace at the same time is the side rails are so tight that when you actually tighten them down, that glass isn't going anywhere. I actually have to loosen the screws to take my glass out. I can't slide it in and out like an actual machine. So I'm working on a couple of things with that right now too. But
yeah, let's see. Yeah, so Bobby, there was no release this week, man. This is just a talk about Wonderland because I mean it's pinball, it's real pinball. It's a brand new product. I was very, very interested in, and I think there's a lot of people in the community that are curious about it and on the fence about it. And I kind of wanted to be sold on it, by this guy who is an owner of one and who's been flipping the shit out of it since it's come out, and who's done a lot of community stuff to it. So, and helping out with the community with other members. What a great community that's becoming too, and it's growing so fast. I got to shout out to Detroit Love, man, who is the owner of or the creator of the Wonderland Pinball group that a lot of people are in. What a great group it's become, man. It's a very positive area and a lot of helpful people, man, that just want to say, hey, man, what kind of mods do you think we can do this thing? And then people just, let's do this, and I don't know. I just like where this community is going right now. So what else? What I was going to say, but yeah, catch us next week when we do have Supersonic EM Plus when it comes to the 4KP. We know you're getting them both, Brian. Maybe we'll see. Let's see what the wife says. Everybody's talking about I'm going to get both tables. I want Allison and TMT. There we go. Amiga Cami. Not all unlicensed pins need to be based on public domain license. Some of the best games are completely original ideas are based on generic things like car racing. Completely agree.
Yep.
They probably messed up the lock bar because every time they showed a thing, they had the glass off, so didn't think about making it functional. Would have been cool if it snapped back or something like that, or pulled back. Yeah, like it had a hinge.
That's actually what I was thinking of doing with mine was actually just hinging it so it couldn't slide back. When I lifted it would just flop back instead of slide.
Because I imagine taking it off and on like that, you're going to scratch up that metal, the sidebars, right? Like in the corner.
No, actually, they stop. They actually meet right up. So there's a little bit of a gap right there between the lock bar and the side.
Okay, so it's not like the 4KP where they overlap on top of each other.
Nope.
Oh, wow. Okay. Is Joe Sabos making a topper? I don't know. Be a good idea. I would love to see Angel and Tara make some too.
Yeah, I was going to say Angel probably is already working on something.
Yeah. Which that's my next little section, guys, that I want to give y'all some ideas about, especially if y'all are thinking about getting a Wonderland, or you have one on the way, or you already ordered one waiting for it to get delivered. Let's talk about topper ideas. Now on Amazon, they got a bunch of these LED lights, right? All Alice in Wonderland themed. And I'm thinking, could you imagine if somebody 3D printed like a stand for these that you could just put on top of on top of the back box, or even just throw them on the wall behind the machine to give it a little bit of your room a little bit of flair. But I thought these were all just cool looking, man. I grabbed as many as I could, and they're all ranging between $25 and $38 on Amazon.
Yep. You see, I mean, that's all I got in the back here is just a bunch of neons.
Yeah.
Hanging above my machines. So
yeah, so I looked at a bunch of this stuff and I was like, okay, I got some ideas now, but this is some of them, and then I grabbed some more that I saw, like the Mad Hatter hat right here, just the hat by itself. If you could put that on like a 3D printed stand and stand on top of the back box, you got your topper right there, man. Especially if it was like color reflective or sound reflective, like the sound of the pop bumpers every time they pop, it would flash or something like that, which some people have already done what I did in my 4KP and put sound reflective on behind the machine.
Yep.
Some of them have already done that with Alice. So, but yeah, so I just want to show a couple of these. And then last not least, my good buddy Rob at Arcade RGB. So he's changed his Etsy store name. Those light up speaker grills, I got them in my 4KP. I also got them in my ALU. This guy, I've already reached out to him and talked to him. He said, if you can show me that they are the same exact size, same exact dimensions, I can go ahead and make a set of those for Alice. And I actually got some ideas. I noticed that because I showed him pictures of the Alice in Wonderland table. I was like, dude, there's a bunch of vines and like tree stuff going on, like foliage. Could you like do something different with the speaker grills to like give them that kind of like Alice flair? He's like, dude, I think vines is a great idea. So he's already looking at
nice
doing some cool designs with the actual speaker grills themselves. So he just needs me to guarantee the measurements of them, if they're the same size or what size they are, and match them up. And if you want to check them out, if you got a 4KP or HD, he even has HDP. Okay, so he's got 4K, HDP, HD, and micro, and the ALU. He's got speaker grills for all of those. And he's even got the turtle theme for the HDP. Like, it's crazy, dude. This guy on his Etsy store, check out everything that he's got. He's even got light up cup holders for the pinball machine that you can put on the legs. He's got plunger toppers and everything. Rob's an awesome dude, and he does some really cool stuff. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he does for the Alice in Wonderland. This was my contribution to the whole thing, to get him involved in making this kind of stuff, because a lot of people are going to want some LED stuff. So, all right. Are you interested in any kind of like LED lighting or anything like that?
No, it's not my thing. I know everybody does it with theirs. I got too many flashing lights in the room already, so it actually kind of annoys me. But hey, but that's the beauty of it. Just because it's not for me doesn't mean it's not for you. So
right, the customization is insane.
Oh yeah, so. No, it's great. And that's a great product. I mean, if I was in the LED lighting, I'd be all over them, because they tuck the wires away and they look sharp.
Yeah. And guys, I got 2 install videos on my channel. If y'all want to check them out, I got one for the 4KP and one for the ALU. If you do go to his store and you buy anything, just give a shout out to me that I sent you. And usually he'll throw a little bit of a discount on your next order and stuff for that, because I sent you. So just let you know. But
nice.
Anything else you want to that we didn't cover, or anything else you want to discuss and let people know about the Wonderland Pinball? Do y'all have any more questions in the chat that y'all want to ask Fathawg here? If there's anything that y'all are still kind of curious about?
Yeah, I don't
Give
have
y'all a
anything.
chance?
I don't have anything else to add unless anybody's got any questions. I mean, I'm just a guy who likes pinball, so I'm not like I'm a professional or anything. I'm learning as I go, and I'm willing to help people figure it out. So
Absolutely. Like I said, man, I was a early backer on the Kickstarter. Like within the first 5 minutes of going live, I clicked order. I was super excited about it. What ended up happening was I got spooked when they started showing it off at what I think it was the Texas Pinball Show.
yep,
Um, when B was there, uh, doing some gameplay and stuff, and as much as they kept stopping and taking the taking the plexi off, front lock panel off, they're like, "Well, this doesn't work yet," and I got spooked. I was like,
yeah,
something's not right, man. I don't know if they're going to be able to pull this off." So I think like day 28 after I backed out, you have 30 days, and then they charge you, right? Charge you that $800. I was like, nah, I'm out. Something doesn't seem right. Something seems fishy. So I backed out. Now that it's going out into people's homes like yours and a bunch of other people in the community, the more gameplay I see, the more people are saying, you know what, this feels like real pinball, which is something I've always wanted, was a real pinball machine. It feels like real pinball. The weakest thing is the code, which is fixable
yep,
via Wi-Fi update. So I'm like, I'm not worried about that. Most Stern pinball games, when they first get built and sent out, they're in early access code anyway. Like
yeah,
they're missing like 4 or 5 game modes. Like Jaws on Stern took 3 years before they actually added a brand new game mode to it. And John Wick, I mean, there's stuff that didn't work right on John Wick, and it took a year and a half before they fixed that. So, like that kind of thing it's fine, man. Like you can flip the game, but the game only goes so much with what it could do, physically. But what makes the game funner is updated code, and thankfully that, like I said, this is Wi-Fi connected. It can be updated. That can be fixed. If there's bugs, it can be fixed. So I'm looking forward to what they can do with that. So what brought me back around to the fact that I wanted to purchase one was the fact that seeing it in y'all's homes, saying it feels like real pinball, the modding capabilities of it, um, the build doesn't scare me. That actually excites me. I'm excited about putting it together. I don't know why.
yeah.
I guess it's because it's something new and something different. But the fact that y'all are actually look like y'all are having fun building it. Oh, there is one thing I want to ask. So I noticed that some of y'all were saying you can level the playing field a certain
hmm
way, like a certain height. Is that true?
Yep, yeah.
So like where do you do that? You don't do that in the pinball legs or anything. You do that with the actual playfield itself?
No, you actually do it. It's just in the legs. So
Oh, it's okay. So it's in the feet.
yeah, it's in the feet, and that's what you. I mean, to keep it playing right, you need to have it. Right now, I have mine set at 6.5 degrees, and when you measure degrees for leveling your pinball machine, you need to do that from the playfield, not from the glass. So just get a level app on your phone, or because I have the Elton John, I've actually got a pinball leveler that I set on the playfield and it levels it for me. But most people aren't going to have those, so just use your phone, get a level app, and level it to 0 from side to side, and then set it on the playfield up and down, and somewhere between 6 and 6.5 degrees, depending on how fast you want it to play. Because if you put it at 6.5 to 7, the ball's gonna come down the playfield a lot faster. If you put it at 6, it's going to be a little slower to come down the playfield at you. But somewhere between that 6 and 7 mark, you'll be good.
Okay. That's something for me to know too. Yeah, because I didn't think that was even possible because with a virtual pinball table it doesn't matter.
No,
It's all about when you're standing up at it, what the vision is like, for your eyes to the table to see if it looked right. Can you see the whole entire playfield? Does it look good to you? Does it look like it's kind of realistic? but with a real pinball table, yeah, it's all about leveling and stuff like that. So now that's a whole nother thing to get into. So
whole nother hot mess, and that kind of brings up another thing with the warping in the playfield. I know that was a hot topic on the first couple
so
of
let's go
days.
into that. Yeah.
So just touch on it real quick. So B, unfortunately, his was bad. Right, his was really bad, and a diffuser came loose. But the playfield itself, some people are having just a little bit of a bubble, but it's not because a diffuser came loose. It's because they tightened the hardware down too tight on the playfield. And
like the person that owns it, or the factory.
The factory.
Okay.
The factory actually tightened things down, like the ramps and stuff. They tightened them down too hard, and it created a little bit of a bubble with the plexiglass. B's was bad enough that when the playfield came and when in the box, diffuser came loose because the bubble was creating a space big enough for it to go. But a lot of folks have just had just a slight little bubble, and it's not that big of a deal. Go in there, loosen up all the hardware right around it, push down on the little bubble, and tighten the hardware back up. Just don't over tighten it. And I haven't seen a single person that it stayed there. It's at least not on any of the posts or anything like that. All the Discord, the Reddits, all the things that I'm in. I haven't seen anybody actually have a bubble stay there. So, and there's not a lot of diffusers that came loose because the bubbles weren't that bad. So, yes, it sucks, but it's not worth sending the playfield back just to loosen up a couple of screws and get it back in.
Okay, so warp gate is fake.
Well, it's not fake. It happens, but it's not as big of a deal as some people like to make it out
to be.
Yeah.
Especially some of these drama channels anyway, but
yeah, we all know who that is.
How do you get into the testing menu?
You press right on the D-pad and you tap the left button on the front, which is the A button or the start button. You tap it 3 times real fast. So that's all got to be done
while holding down right on the D-pad.
Yep, hold down right on the D-pad and tap that button like 3 times in 2 seconds, and it'll pop up.
Okay. There's that. What's your high score?
Right now, I think it's 1.8, 1.87, something like that.
Okay.
It's not way up there.
What have you gotten all 3 levels?
I've gotten to level 3, but I haven't completed it.
Damn. So I wonder if there's a wizard mode. Nobody's seen it.
I'm tempted to leave the glass off like Todd Tuckey did and just go through it and just so I can see it, but I want to see it naturally.
Let's see. I hope they keep supporting and updating it for years to come. Absolutely. Got it. Thank you. Drama free. You only have 2 seconds after holding the D on right on the D-pad. So you have to do it quick. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Encoder. Yeah, man. You're welcome. Dude, thank you so much for joining me tonight, man. I know this was like really impromptu. Like we just talked about it like a couple days ago. I was like, hey man, let's do this show since we don't have a new release on that games, and Wonderland's new, and I was like Harley is so knowledgeable of what's going on right now, and like you taking the reins and being like one of the like leaders of the community when it comes to this new product, and really appreciate everything that you've done. You and several others, not saying that it's all you,
several others,
but you are one of the people I know personally, around here that we, me and you have discussed stuff privately a lot. So it's nice to be able to see that you are taking the reins and becoming one of the known leaders of that group, and have been really helpful with everybody. And man, I'm totally sold on it. I can't wait till I can't wait to get mine. And it says tomorrow, but we'll see. I'm probably not gonna be able to build it till next week, but
Hit me up if you have any issues, man. Everybody else too. If you got any problems, I'm on Discord a lot. I'm on Facebook a lot. So, or at least I'm getting notifications. So when I see it, I'll help out.
Yeah, and I want to learn as much as possible because I'm like you, man. I want to be one of those people that help out. That's the whole reason why I tried to get a job with At Games in the customer service department, because I wanted to help people out. I wanted people to love, the 4KP as much as I was loving it. And even when I did the track modes for the 4KP and all that kind of stuff, and helped out with VPX standalone, that's another reason why me and you know each other pretty well, because of VPX standalone. But I'm one of those people that want to help as much as possible. So once I get this thing in my hands and I learn as much as I can, and I lean on you to learn more, I want to be able to help out and be one of the people that people go to. Hashtag Box B Nerd Lounge Master. I hope you get a shipping notification any day now, man. You deserve it, dude. You're backer number 13. You deserve that sucker. So thank you, Mr. Encoder. I can't wait to get it either, man. I'm super excited now, especially after this conversation. So guys, anything else? Y'all just comment on the video below. Make sure y'all hit like on this live stream. Thank Harley for joining us, man. And
thanks for having me, Brian. I appreciate it.
I'm glad we broke you out of your shell to get from behind the keyboard and get in front of a camera and talk to people. Oh, did I miss your super, buddy? I'm sorry. Oh my God, I did. There you go. Thank you, Fathawg. You rock. $10 super chat from Nerd Lounge Master 84.
Nice,
dude. Oh, and then Steps Turbo. I'm sorry, Steps Turbo. I missed your super chat as well. You must ask me a question. Let's go. So, guys, God bless. Thank you all so much for coming on to my channel, watching this live stream. Harley, thank you so much for joining me, man. And we'll see y'all in the next you say
retro.
There we go. Yeah.
What's up, y'all? Welcome, yo.